Hey guys, it's Phoenix. I've realized that I have been fairly mean to a lot of mobs lately on my videos, so I've decided to give them a bit of a special ability in this game. I found on the Minecraft suggestions subreddit someone posted about how you should give mobs the ability to sometimes jump over one block gaps. So I've made a contraption, a very tiny one, 4 command blocks, so you can probably guess what each one does. I'm going to turn it off right now. So ordinarily, if you have a pig over here, and you hold a carrot, they will not approach you because they know that there is a 1 block gap here, and they will never be able to do that. Similarly, if I put, let's say, a chicken and hold some seeds, they will never be able to get across. Like, they know that they can, but they won't. And finally, let's put a creeper here, and let's go into survival mode. He will never get aggravated unless I get close enough, but after that, he won't even approach me. Even though mobs can actually jump onto a block, they won't actually jump across. So with these 4 command blocks, I have given them this ability. And each command block is with its corresponding direction, so north, south, east, and west. So let's spawn 1 pig here, and then I'm going to hold a carrot, and watch what happens when it approaches. It jumps forward. It approaches me by jumping over the 1 block gap. You can actually see down here. Okay, he's actually jumped across again. You can see down here it's actually he's gonna die, but he won't now because he's brave enough. I don't know if you guys are brave. Are you guys brave enough? If there was like a 1 meter block, a gap in which underneath is just a whole void of nothingness, would you be brave enough to jump over? I'm pretty sure you would be. I would be, but I think some people would not, because of the risk associated to it, or with it. Okay, so there's the pig. Here's a chicken, and it will fly across, just like so. Can chickens fly? The debate rages on. And sometimes, oh no, so that chicken is dead. Let's do another one. There we go. This guy knows what he's doing. And here's a cow. Gonna hold some wheat, and he'll jump over, like so. And so you can see that the alternative would be to walk all the way around, but with this idea, this concept, they can jump over, which I think should be in the game. I think they've just never implemented it, and they probably never will. But it does give some convenience. But of course, on the flip side, if you have hostile mobs, there's going to be a problem. Now that they have this ability to jump over, he will jump over, and it will continue to follow you. So you're not actually safe. There's the flip side, I guess. So there are only 4 commands here, especially with 1.13. It's highly simplified now, but each command here is its corresponding direction. So cardinal direction, and I'm going to show you one of them. The rest of them are just copied. So there are quite a few things that need to be satisfied. So it only applies to non-players and non-items. The rest of the entities will be affected. It's going to detect which way the entity is facing. It's probably a little bit more difficult if you want to determine which way the entity wants to go, because essentially if you are facing north, you might not want to go north, but this is just assuming this contingency is true. So it begins like this. If the block above the entity is air, and the block that the entity is facing is air, the block underneath that is a cliff, so it's nothing, it's air. If the block above it is also air, so it can make the jump. Ahead of it, and also above by 1, is also air. And if the block 2 blocks ahead of it, and a block underneath is not air, which means it can actually land on a solid block, it will give this entity the jumping motion. There is another way, and I've just thought of it, and that is using carrots. Now, the problem with using carrots, I believe, is that you cannot combine, so TP, tilde, arrow, tilde, you cannot mix them. The reason being, if the player is looking up, or the entity is looking up, it's not going to be calculating these blocks, it's going to be calculating those blocks, which is not what you want. There are other ways to do it, but I think if you want to really achieve this quite easily, and you could see that it's almost foolproof, sometimes the entity does jump backwards, and that's just a problem with the game. There are other ways to do it, but I think the most simplified method is this way. So that's all I wanted to share with you. I do think this should be in the game in some way. It does actually work for multiple entities like so. So if I wanted to leave all of them over the cliff, they will all jump properly. So if they're facing me, they've got to be facing me like this. This is weird. The mob is actually facing me, but he's not jumping, which I don't understand. And now he's just jumped. Second time. Chickens? There's something wrong with them. Okay, anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more creative content, and leave suggestions in the comments for things I should make, and memes if you want. I'm getting a lot of memes in the comments lately. Otherwise, take care.